Oh, Murph, you stink. All right. Hi, Gary. How are you? Hot Wheels guy is in the house. Mr. Kyler Anderson is popping in. It's been a couple of weeks since we've done one of these. Miss Tanya, how are you? Nick, welcome. Darth Q. I understand, Kyler. I understand. Fred is here. Q Dizzle. Jose, how are you? So we got a little bit of housekeeping to go on. Joe is here. And then we're going to talk about regionals reaction, how to collect, show etiquette, and then the Mike Zarnock video that Brent posted up earlier this week. We're going to talk about that because there's some really good things on here that we can talk about. Fred, how are you tonight? Okay, so we're going to try to add Mr. Brent here. And for those that care or whatnot, what is that? This is the next project that I'm working on. A little lowdown. Somebody that's on screen might get this. I don't know yet. All right.
I'm at an undisclosed location tonight.
AKA the old house.
Pretty much.
All right. So, like I was telling the crew earlier, we're going to do regionals reaction. We're going to talk about show etiquette and the video you posted about from Mike Zarnock, and a couple general housekeeping items. First, can everybody see and hear us well? Give me a thumbs up or a yay, nay. Yeah, I get the thumbs up from Brent. Roy, how are you tonight? So first things first, you've been seeing this week and late last week, Joe's on putting some more posts up, whatnot. So Joe is going to take a little bit more out front role, especially on the social media side of things. So if you see posts from him, he's communicating through us and for us. So you're going to see him stepping out a little bit more in that. All right. Tony and Aaron, good to see you all. I'm good to hear you're doing well, Roy. Other items, we still have a few cars that we need to get out to folks. Most of you have already made arrangements. So don't worry if you think you're not get a car sent out to you. It will get done whether we see you in person at another show or if you just want to make arrangements with us, let us know. So those kind of take care of the show off.
I'll sell it to you. I got a whole box that you can have. Cheap.
Yeah, I think I got them from you.
No, I got them from you, and I wish I had never done that. I'm still stuck with them.
Charles, we've got a car for you that we need to get sent out to you. If you want to shoot at me a PM at some point and send me your address, that'd be great so we can get you your club car out. We did send out a shipment today. Those shipments did include breakout cars for a couple of you as well. So you're going to get your club car and your breakout car. Murphy, get out of there. There's your Murphy shout out for the night. All right, so let's get into it. Regionals. What do y'all think about that? I'll take comments and then I'll give my 2 cents and Brent will give his 2 cents and then we'll go from there. So here's my thing. I think we was a really good success. I think we managed to accomplish our main goal, which was to unify and bring clubs together and bring people together for the common goal and good of the hobby in general. I'd like to thank Aaron, his family, all the volunteers, all the club leaders and club members who came out. I can say enough. I heard nothing but positive vibes and comments. Can't forget Mr. Lee Allen. He did a tremendous job as representing not only himself and his cars and being very accessible. You know, you don't really see that a lot in the diecast community around here. So, man, it was a excellent show. For those who couldn't make it, we understand. Don't worry about it. The good news is it looks like we're going to try to put something together for next year too. We'll have more to come about that too. So Brent, let's get your take on regionals.
I thought it was a great time. It was nice getting to meet some of these guys that I've been talking to and just online, and getting to hang out with the people that I did know, getting to meet all the new people. Just the wide array of everything that was for sale was amazing. I mean, Aaron, again, I'll thank him as well, and his whole family and his whole crew for letting us use the shop and for putting that on, and everybody that helped do all the painting for his shop and helped with hanging the lights, and just the amount of work that went into his shop to get it ready to go was just stunning. And then just seeing everybody show up for the event. I know everybody, we're kind of in strange times right now, and everybody's kind of leery, and who knows where it's going next. But I was happy to see everybody that showed up and that had a great time, and and did strange things like take 95 Super or treasure hunts and jam them into ice cream. I don't know who the heck thought that was a great idea, but I don't know. And we got things that we got to work on for next year, and it's already started. So. And it should be a fun time. So,
yeah, it was good. I think my personal take out of it was really just enjoying watching everybody come together. I mean, I'll be honest, I was a bit overwhelmed too on Saturday. I mean, I've been to big shows. I've, hung out at nationals with you. What was that?
The LA convention. The LA convention, I don't think was that crazy.
I mean, it was insane for the first, most of the day. Just everybody wanting to talk to each other and wanting to hang out and be together. I think, Aaron hit it on the head when he said the time was just perfect. We were right in between a couple major shows, one of which didn't get to happen, and that was unfortunate. But, we had a great time. So Q talks about Super Sunday, and for those of you who don't know, maybe Q, can you type up a little something about what happened on Super Sunday?
Or I can just tell the story, because I wasn't a part of it, but basically it was Super Mike's birthday, and they went to Dairy Queen or McDonald's or wherever. I can't remember where.
There you are.
Yeah, I got paused there for a second. I got a notification on the phone. But they went and got a sundae, and they opened I want to say it was the Stutz Blackhawk from the '95 Treasure Hunt series, and they shoved it into an ice cream sundae and gave it to Mike for his birthday, which he proceeded to eat the sundae with the car in it. And then when he did pull it out, he handed it back to, I want to say, Joe. And I had said, and he's like, here, you can, and he's like, I don't have anything to wipe it off. I said, well, it's already been in the ice cream. I said, just suck it off. So Super, he cleaned off the, and then it was given back to Joe, and he went ahead and finished eating his sundae. So,
yeah.
And there's a video on there on the page. If you go to the page and go through the videos, you could probably find it. And you can get to watch it for yourself and watch all of the insane craziness as it happened at the time.
And that's really what regionals and or nationals is all about. It's guys getting together, have fun, enjoying the hobby, maybe seeing a gasser get lit on fire. 95.
I wish I could see.
Yeah, well, yeah, we got our own memories. You see wedding proposals and all sorts of stuff. Impromptu trips to Santa Monica Pier, guys laying out on Hollywood Boulevard with their own star on the Walk of Fame. But I still think one of the cool things was the toilet blowing up. I really wished that.
I wish I could have been there for that, but they didn't wait for us.
I know. So that's another great story that will go on to live with. If you were there, you got a great memory. If you weren't, you missed out on a good time. So, I mean, we'll take more reaction from everybody. Russell, it's good to see you. Reagan, you popped in. Good to see you as well. Doug, if you're still wanting your car at Lincoln, we'll bring it to you. If not, we can mail it off to you as well. Just shoot me a message. So again, we're taking more reaction from regionals. And, what would you guys like to see next year at regionals too? I mean, if you had a chance, like now, to say what you'd like to see, who you'd like to see, let us know. Other than that, I mean, I just can't say enough about how much fun it was. I think everybody was really great considering the heat and whatnot and how that worked. Dog Eat Dog did a great job providing food. I think they went through like 3.5 pans of their mac and cheese on Sunday alone.
That stuff was good.
Their food was great.
I've never had mac and cheese quite that hard before, but man, it was good.
Yeah, so we'll get to have them back next year too. All I can say is it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and we might get to do some of the things that you all asked about doing that we just couldn't quite pull off this year. Not because we didn't want to, we just didn't have enough try. Yeah, yeah, Kyler, that is one of the things that that we took a really big note of. I think as far as races go, I don't know if as far as races go, I don't really know if we could have done any better considering how many people we had. We wanted to do a bracket system, but it didn't quite work out. I'll be right back. So, Brent, if you want to keep going here real quick. All right, Murph, come on.
Yeah, we definitely, this show was a learning curve, and we honestly were hoping there were going to be more racers than there actually was. We were going to originally do a bracket system, but it just didn't end up working out this time around. But yeah, we'll definitely get that set up for the next time. Roundtable discussion, yeah, that had some, like I said, this was a fun show, but it was not without its issues. I mean, we'd never done one this big before, but we did our best, and we hope we didn't fail everybody, and we hope everybody had a good time. And like I said, we've already started to go back and forth for round 2. So we're not done as of yet. There will be more craziness to come. Is there plans to come to Lincoln? We plan on going to any toy show that is in Lincoln that is put on either by us or other members. Brad and Doug still have their show in Lincoln. I'm not sure if they have a new date planned yet. We have not decided to migrate that direction yet. If you're asking about regionals going to Lincoln, probably not. They will probably most likely stay in they do anywhere else, it most likely would probably be down to Omaha. But again, haven't really ironed any of that out yet. We're just kind of we're all starting to kind of still recovering from the last one, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it really took a lot out of us. As far as Lincoln goes, Doug, there is a suspected date of sometime in October. We don't have any information on that. And honestly, I think Brad and Doug have been busy. They were trying to do something for them, for a show for themselves in Fremont, and whatnot as well. And so we will do that. Okay, Q brings up another question here before we get into our next topic. So some of you know, some of you don't know, we did move the date of our August show from the 2nd to the 23rd. The reason being is that the VFW here in town is not, it's occupied at the moment, is the best way to describe it. And there's a local television station here in town that has a program that runs hourly, and that program has equipment that's set up in the hall area, and they can't take it down and reset it up every night. So the long and short of it is, the last update we had was the middle of August, sometime around the weekend, the week of the 15th, that weekend. So that Wednesday, we should know whether or not we're going to be able to go in there. With that being said, we have explored other options here in town and in other towns. Some of those options, none of the options really work, honestly. Not here in town, mainly because they want too much money and not enough tables to support, or they're just it's too expensive. It doesn't, if we sunk money into doing a show there, we wouldn't have anything else left to do really cool things like t-shirts, which we'll get into that subject a little bit later as well. But the bottom line is that there's not a place here in Norfolk that can support us, not the way that I feel that y'all deserve. So that's kind of where that's at.
We haven't given up. We're still working on it. We're losing right now.
we looked at Omaha. Well,
we're trying.
We've looked at Omaha. We found a great venue down there, except they're not accepting any parties. We've looked at and we're looking at another VFW, but they're not really taking any calls during the daytime hours. They're only open after hours. So it's been kind of difficult to get in touch with them. So in the meantime, what we have come up with, through the gracious Aaron, we will be going up to.
And Ken froze.
Did I unfreeze? Because Brent froze. There you are. Yeah.
That just me. There he is.
That must be you, because you. Okay, so here's the deal. August 9th, which is not this weekend, but the next weekend, is trade day up in Sioux City. We will gladly take anybody and everybody who wants to come to go up there, set up, shop, browse, and participate in trade day at Aaron's place. We've also discussed, but we may do something up there too on the 23rd. The invitation has been extended to us. We're really trying to find another place in either Omaha or Norfolk, but it's looking more and more like we may just have it up there, and we'll be happy to go. Aaron's happy to have us, and we would be honored to be up there. As far in between the 9th and the 23rd, Don England and I think Randy are participating. There is a show up there, that they're hosting. There's an event for it on our page, but Don's hosting this show. It's free to get in. It's free tables. Take advantage of it. I know I'm going to be up there, so Brent may or may not be with me. That's kind of up in the air yet, but I will definitely be there as well. So that's kind of where we're at on the whole show thing and location. We didn't want to tell everybody until we had something a little bit more solid. So that's kind of why we've been quiet about a lot of this. All right. All great questions, all great comments from everybody. Justin, it's good to see you again. Good questions, Q.
I think Dave popped in. Hi, Dave.
Yeah, Dave's here too. Dave, I sent you a package today. It's for Calvin and Jennifer Miscomum. They ordered breakout cars, and so I sent those off today to your house. Brian, it's good to see you. So let's talk about our next subject, which was how to collect. Okay, so for me, this is a great subject because there's an old adage, like what you collect what you like. Well, what does that mean? Well, I think for new collectors, one of the things that happens with them is they grab up everything because they don't know what to collect. And that's perfectly okay. Now, my real, I guess, 2 cents on that is this is probably one of those few times where you don't want to open up all the cars right away. And here's why. If in the few coming months to year as you collect, you realize, well, I don't really like Camaros. I know somebody who doesn't like Camaros. If you open them up, then you won't be able to, you probably will have a harder time reselling them and at least getting some of your money back. Or if you find out you're a Ferrari guy, well, then you start adding those in. And what you'll find is that you'll gravitate towards different things. Like one day you're, blackball guys, and then you turn into redline guys, and then you're like, well, I only want real rider only and above, or you do like down to a specific casting. All of that is perfectly fine. But once you start getting into those niches, then that's when you can kind of figure out, okay, do I just want to get real rider only cars, or do I get just Nissan Skylines or grease gremlins or lowdowns or whatever it is you want to collect? So,
or if you just want to collect treasure hunts and super treasure hunts and stuff like that, do you want to go back to the 90s to start from the old 442 and start from 1 and work your way up? Granted, I hope you hit the lottery on a couple of those cars, but that's neither here nor there. But when I first started, I collected everything. If I didn't have it, I had to have it. And after a while, it kind of got to the point where some of the stuff that they were putting out, it didn't appeal to me in the slightest. And at one point, for a little bit, I actually quit collecting. And now I still had everything. I still have everything. I've never gotten rid of anything. And but then I checked out, and I was like, hey, what do we got here? And I went over in the aisle and I started collecting again, and I've been going ever since. But I bounce back and forth. I mean, everybody knows I collect Mercedes. A lot of people know that I collect heavy industrial trucks. You know, here's an old one here. You know, American Airlines. You know, this is the original Hightail hauler, or not Hightail hauler. Yeah, the highway hauler. You know, this is the very first version of it. Now we're on version 4, but you know, I mean, here's a whole. Here you go. I mean, here's these are. I just happen to find these at the old house. They haven't made it to their new location yet. There's nothing but black walls in here, and there's one rail rider up there at the top. But I collect heavy industrial stuff. I like semi trucks and police cars, and love heavy equipment. You know, bulldozers and forklifts, and you know, front end loaders and dump trucks, and I've always liked doing all that stuff. But I also collect, you know, my majorette semis from France. You know, I mean, some of you guys have seen a couple of them that have, you know, showed on my video when I'm at the other place, but you know, not a lot of people collect those here that I know of. But you know, one point I collected nothing but Chevys, and then I collected a lot of Fords, and I still do. But you know, a lot of the, I don't want to put it, a lot of the fantasy castings I've moved away from to an extent because they just don't really appeal to me much anymore. Some of them still do, but some of them don't. But I've got a ton of fantasy castings that are from the early days because I collected everything back then, but now I don't do that anymore because A, it got too expensive, and B, I was running out of room. So running out of room, you're going to find is going to happen really quickly. You know, you go to a toy show and, you know, you go with with a nice thick wallet, and when you come home, you've got a copy paper box or 2 full of cars, and then you're like, all right, cool. Now I got to figure out where to put it all. And as you know, you can see, you know, behind Kent, that's his kind of way to make room. You know, he takes them from this to obviously not the same car, but you know, takes them out, saves a lot of room. Now, opening cars is not for everyone. I'm not a huge fan, but I have a few open cars, wouldn't you say, Kent?
A few.
Just a few.
A few. I mean, my thing is that you're going to find that your taste evolves. And, you know, one day you're collecting Mustangs and pickup trucks and all of that's great. But then eventually that wanes on you, and then you come to something else that excites you or trips your trigger, so to speak. So, you know, until you know for sure where you're going to go, just kind of keep an open mind, kind of keep some things packaged. So if you ever get into a jam and you need to liquidate some stuff, you're good to go. Now, me, yeah, I like to open everything within reason. That's one thing that it's changed for me a lot. I think I will walk with a limp if I ever open one Mercedes. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're trying to tell you is that, you know, your tastes are going to evolve. You're going to go to more expensive things because you're going to like certain things, and all that's fine. Just make sure when you pull the trigger to buy it, it's what you really want. You know, I think I have some things in my collection. I won't get rid of it, but I'm like, why did I buy that? Type deal. Quick question from Reagan. Did anybody find any supers? Short answer, yes. It was in ice cream. So, you know, for those who didn't catch that earlier, Super Mike got his Stutz 95 Hunt in some ice cream. So, okay.
Or he could have been saying, like, did anyone find any, like, Holy Grail kind of cars? Or
there
just
was
a super food? Or,
there were a couple of them.
You know, I found a really cool Toyota. I think it was a Toyota, wasn't it there, Ken?
Oh, yeah.
It's in that one right there.
It's in a
that Toyota baby car.
I
don't know what is that the one there in front of you? Is that what that is there, or did you open it? Or
I haven't touched it because, I mean, I do have. I found out I have this, but I'm not gonna open this because for whatever reason, I don't know why it's in a baggie.
I
That's
don't either.
either. That's why.
What's up, Brian?
Um,
But yeah, I mean, I paid $1 for that car.
yeah.
You know, I was out looking through the stuff that was outside, and I happened to come across it, and I was like, I wonder if Kent's got it. And then I asked him how much it was. He said $1. I said, well, okay, I'll take it. You know, and I also got what 4 cars for myself. You know, it just, you know, and let's see, one of them was a shoebox, which is one of the major ones I collect. One was a Riviera lowrider, which is I collect lowriders. The other one was a funny car, which I just thought it was really cool. And then I got Kent Deal, and then I got one other car, but I can't remember what it was.
I don't remember.
I mean, it equivalent out to $20, and dude shot me 15. So I bought everything there, and then I gave the one car to Ken because I knew he collects it. So I mean, completed my 2014 set and got 5 Super Mike and traded. No, very nice, Brian. So now does that mean you're going on to 2015, Brian?
No. Brian's probably got like 6 deals lined up already. I know I did see 195 Camaro there and a 2007 R32 Skyline, which I need to get back to that person, but he's out playing with puppies. So, yeah, there were supers there. I think somebody got a super deal. Awesome gassers. Yeah, I think person
that was a good deal.
up. That was pretty awesome to see that trade or that deal go. And yeah, that person won and won well. So, sir, I salute you with a root beer. Yeah, other than that, I don't, that's just my thoughts on how to collect and whatnot. I think, Brent, we're kind of on the same page there, or kind of have the same feeling. We just want you guys, right, Brian. We just want you guys to make sure that,
you're having fun.
You're having fun. I mean, that's the operative word, is having fun.
Because not to cut Ken off, but if this starts to become work for you, it's not fun anymore. I already got a job. I don't want a second one. Some people have 2, 3 jobs. This is a fun hobby to me. I mean, being able to just hang out and talk about stupid little toy cars. I mean, like, I got a story behind this one that's hilarious. It took me 2 hours to get the dang thing. I was in a thrift store and they had one of those quarter play-to-you-win machines. This was in there. I spent 2 hours trying to play a freaking claw game to get this truck out. And in the meantime, I took half the paint off the top of it because it was hard to pick it up. It kept falling down. But, I mean, collect what you want. Don't let anybody tell you that whatever you like to collect is stupid or it's not worth any money or whatever. Don't worry about the value of these things. If you're in this hobby to retire on toy cars, you're in the wrong industry. If you're looking for something to retire, go invest all the Hot Wheel money you have and go put it in a CD. Go put it in a 401k. Go do something that'll make you money. Hot Wheels will not make you money. They will cost you money. But you get to meet crazy people from all over the world. Not just the U.S. I mean, there's people from that go to the big conventions in L.A. and wherever Nationals is that come from Germany or Japan. And Crazy Customs out of Japan, Kraut Customs is out of Germany, and those 2 guys are insane. I mean, the customs that they come up with is just mind blowing. But that's what they like to do. They like to do custom cars, and they're having a blast doing it. I mean, they're flying from Japan to the U.S. to go to these shows, and I honestly can't wait for the next one, which hopefully is in October, but it's also in California. So, but yeah, just collect what you want. I mean, if you like, I just happen to have random things in front of me here, but if you like you know, the bigger 118 stuff, you know. This is a Hot Wheels drag bus. I bought this at Toys R Us back in the 90s when it came out. It's just a cool, it's a drag bus, but I don't collect drag buses. But I liked this when I was a kid. I was like, hey, that thing's cool. I bought it. You know,
Well,
yeah, there's crazy people in Nebraska.
better than those people from the right side of the Missouri River.
But you know, remember what I was saying about lowriders. This is also a Hot Wheel. You know, it's got adjustable suspension on it. You know, it's got the whole tug and roll. The seats swivel. It's yeah, if I get the hood open, which it doesn't want to open. Whatever, because I was in the wrong spot. Now it's got opening hood. But this is a Hot Wheel. But I'm a lowrider guy, so I bought it, and I bought this one at Toys R Us back in the day as well. You know, collect what you like. I mean, it's got adjustable suspension on it. It may or may not be broken because it's old as hell, and I played with it when I was a kid. But it's got adjustable suspension on it. But just collect what you want. Don't let anybody ever tell you that you shouldn't collect that. Plain and simple. That's the one thing I can tell you is have fun and collect what you want. You know,
or force you to collect things because that's the it casting at the moment. Yeah, you're welcome. That's the whole thing. Everybody's welcome here. We don't care where you're from, what color you are, what orientation. We don't give a crap about any of that. We just want you to have fun. This is your safe place to talk about Hot Wheels or any other diecast.
The only rule we got, you got to collect toy cars.
Yeah, that's about it. All right, so
because Robin doesn't.
She's got a
few. I forgot about that.
She's got a few. It grew a little bit. So we're going to talk about show etiquette. I think this is something that's overlooked a lot.
No, Josh, you will not buy that lowrider.
And right on cue. You know, this is really something that gets overlooked a lot in just the community in general. It happened at nationals actually, and at regionals. You know, somebody coming up, you know, two people are making talking about a discussion about a sale or something like that, and somebody comes up to their table and says, I got that in my car, I'll sell it to you for cheaper. No, that is not acceptable. That is never acceptable. If you got two people that are making a deal, then let them finish do their business.
If they don't come to an agreement and they part ways, then you can do something like that. But we would prefer that it doesn't happen at all. You know, if you got something for sale, get a table, bring it inside. Let everybody see it. That way you don't have to do the work. Let the sales come to you.
Yeah. The next thing. Oh, what was it? I just forgot. You know, be fair on your pricing. I mean, let's be honest. Most of the cars that we have to sell aren't really worth what we think they are. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I was going to talk about. But, you know, be fair in your price. Make a little bit here or there, and to have a couple things a little bit higher price because it might be in demand at the moment. But, you know, be willing to cut deals with folks. Because guess what? You make a yeah, exactly. I mean, just be willing to work with people. You'll find you catch a lot more honey that way. Backdoor deals. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, I was gonna just, you're good.
The backdoor deals part of it. We have a rule in the club, which is no parking lot deals. And we know it's been violated. We're pretty sure we know it's been violated. We're not going to say anything. Yeah, I know. The Hall of Famer has arrived.
Dr. Roy.
Yeah. But, we have that rule so that everybody can see what happens. The other part of it is there was a rule set at regionals that there were no trades on Friday. Well, we put that in place we did that so that you, as the people that are coming to regionals, got to see everything that was there. Not everybody making deals between the vendors and then having nothing left for you guys. That would have killed it, I think, for a lot of people. So, that's kind of what my 2 cents on that was. Brent, you got anything more?
Back to what Kent was saying with, with the prices, when I don't have any good examples because I'm not at my place, but, like when these things came out, they were bringing a ton of money. The car, not the exact one, but like this Astro van. When they were coming out, and you honestly couldn't get rid of the Astro van, and now you can't get an Astro van. But like better example would be the new gray Hooligan gasser that's just came out. One's got the chrome engine, one's got the black engine. It's not worth $75 or $50. Everybody has got this gasser thing that just everybody, there's people that are willing to pay, $200 to have that gasser before the guy in the same club as you, because he wants to have it first. Why? You don't get bonus points for being the first guy to have a car. And if you do believe in that, then okay, go ahead, spend your $200 on one car that's going to be worth $15, $20 in 2 months. When one of the last Fast and Furious sets that came out that had that primer gray Chevelle in it, it's a great example. No one could find it, and everybody wanted it because there was only one do a set that when they came to the stores. So everybody bought every single one they could, and we're charging $60, $70 a piece for them. And there's a really good guy that I've met through this hobby that says patience is a virtue. Wait, patience pays off. I waited 6 months, and I ended up buying 2 of them for $30. I paid $15 for one, but I got 2 for $30, and I ripped one on the show. And I'd rather pay $15 or $30 for 2 of them versus $140 to $200 for 2 cars, because you buy a lot more stuff if you're not in a hurry. If you don't spend $200 on one car and you only spend $15 on it, that gives you $185 to go out and buy other stuff. You can make and improve your collection by just waiting. That's why, patience. If you can't find something, wait, it'll pop up. Once Mattel knows what they're doing. They like to sprinkle everything out first, and then they flood the market. And I got no problem waiting. I mean, I'm in no hurry. I found what was the last set that just came out? It was the Fast and Furious that had the Grand National in it, and
yeah,
everybody was scooping up the Grand Nationals like crazy. And
I think I found a couple for you.
Yeah, have your friends help you. I Kent found him up in Norfolk. I found some stuff for him down here. We help each other out, and there's no markup between me and Kent. It's store prices. You know, I mean, I've got a super. I gave him a super for $1. You know, and I could have sold it at a show and made some money on it, but I don't care. I paid $1 for it. Maybe I'll sell it to him for $2. 100% profit. Boom, I'm happy. You know, I found some ID cards the other day. He asked for one. Boom, it's already in his box, ready to go to next time I see him. You know, help each other out. It's not all about making money. And like I said earlier, if you're in this hobby to make money, sell everything you got, get out of it, and go do something else. But if you're in this hobby to enjoy the hobby itself and play with the cars, I mean, right now I have a racetrack in my living room at my house. If I was there, I would show you guys. I literally have the ID track set up on a table.
Yeah. Yes.
And I've been playing, you know, I've been playing the dang game. You know, it's like I'm having fun with him.
Yeah, he's hurt himself a couple times.
Who?
You?
Oh yeah. Well, I figured I found a loophole. I went downstairs and dug out a whole bunch of track, and now I can sit in one place and just roll them, and they'll come right back to me.
But I mean, really, it just gets to the point of, you know, good people find good people, and we have a lot of good people here. And what's going to happen is y'all are going to make smaller, tighter groups amongst each other. We already see it. I mean, we know Super Mike gets to hang out with Q and whatnot. Reagan and Hot Wheels guy are together a lot, and they like to hang out with Aaron Plum a lot. So, you know.
Yeah, just Aaron. I was playing the day. I was like, hold on, I'm running back and forth out of my living room. Oh, I'm gonna get my phone, put it in my pocket so I can count the steps.
Yeah, I mean, just
I work from home right now. I don't get a lot of work out.
I mean, it's really just, you know, having fun. I'm now to a point where I just like to sit back and watch you guys have fun. Really, that's what I like to do. You know, I like to talk to people at the shows and whatnot, and gets me in trouble.
Yes, it does.
Because
if anybody was there Saturday when I yelled across the entire facility.
Yeah, it happened on regionals, but you know, it's all about having fun. I think that's what this is all about. And you know, you guys have a good time. I know you do. I see a lot of happy faces. You know, it'd be nice for y'all to hang out more if you could, but we understand if you can't. So the next thing I want to talk about, unless anybody has any questions, and I know that's a loaded question right there, knowing some of the crew that's in here right now.
I don't know if you saw Brian's comment, but
yeah,
who's that guy above you? His name's Kent. Something.
Yeah.
Something long that takes forever to type in when I'm in a hurry.
Especially on Tuesdays.
Yeah. We're gonna have to talk about that. You need some shorter passwords. Well, you keep doing. This is what you need. Hold on.
I got him going. So we're going to talk about Mike Zarnock's video that he posted here on his YouTube channel. I don't drink. We all know this. You
I heard you did though. Roy, does Kent not drink at all? I wasn't there for that. I wanted to see that.
That was a good time. Well, Saturday evening at the bar was good too. So that was dinner and go.
Hold on a second here. One second. What's my favorite ID car?
Sponsors.
I know, right? I'm trying to think of what my favorite ID card would be.
No, Boris.
No.
I know.
No, definitely.
or is it the Mercedes?
I was most happy to actually get my hands on was the. I'm trying to think now. I would have to say probably either the Knight Rider or Kit or the DeLorean. That's what I would go with.
Me, it's got to be. I think the Audi R8 that I got from Fred. That was very, very nice. Yeah, I know you never see me. I'll see you here in October there, Sunshine. And we'll make sure we get a picture of you out on the Walk of Fame, see if your sticker's still there.
Do you remember where he put it? Because I don't. I know it was somewhere by where we started, but that was 2 years ago.
What was he drinking on the street on Saturday night during regionals? Oh, Lord. My first drink. You remember that?
Yes, I do. That was an accident, by the way. I went up to the bar and I got a Coors Light, and Kent wanted a Coke, so I got a Coke and a water, and it was like $9, and I was like, wow, they're charging a lot for Coke here, you know. And so I went back, and then I ran out of beer again, so I went up and got another beer, and I had gotten another water for the man, and it was $3 now, and I'm going, well, wait a minute. So there ain't no way that a regular Coke is $4. So that's when we realized that Ken had either a Captain and Coke or a Crown and Coke or a rum and Coke, and we didn't know exactly, but yeah, Ken had a drink, and he did a shot that Saturday night too.
And then we got a show.
Dinner and a show. What's up, Mr. Andreessen?
So, yeah, it was a good time. Now, I didn't see Roy until Thursday or Friday in Chicago when I came to his room the first time. Another story. But he did manage to get a sticker Tuesday. I don't know how, but he did because I didn't see him. So,
anyways, get back on topic here.
Right.
We're going sideways.
So, Mike Zarnock's video that he posted up on his YouTube channel, I mean, that could not have been hit any more harder right ahead for the last 3-4.
And that's why I wanted to share it, because it was plain and simple. It was, you know, you can go through eBay and you can type in any car you want. I mean, they're all just hundreds of them. And one guy will want $2. One guy will want $300. You just got to look for the deals. You know, this was a $20 eBay purchase. Every single car that's in here is mint, original, except for this guy here. That one wasn't in here. But all of these came, it was like $20. And it has the stickers. They're just at the other location. And it actually has, I still have a few things to deal with here.
Yeah, $1.99. I want the citation.
It has the original box that comes with it. So it came in the box with all of those cars except for the Road Rider Rescue Ranger. That was the only one that wasn't original. And I paid $30 for it, or 20 or 30. I can't remember. It was like 8 years ago. But look for deals. You know, I was bored a little bit last night, and I was just scrolling through, and there's deals to be had. You know, there's deals out there, and if you don't like a price, you don't have to buy it.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're watching a live auction and you know there's a car coming up that you really want, go to eBay, find out how much it actually sells for. And then if it goes over that amount, you know, obviously don't buy it, because then you can go to eBay and buy the same car for $20 cheaper. Sometimes everybody gets in the moment on some of these auction sites where they get into that auction and they just bid. And Roy, I'm not answering that question.
Oh, I want to know. I spent $300 for a red line. I'll be honest. Now you got to tell me how much you. Yes.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he bought some really cool cars. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was.
No, we're talking about something. Are you just talking like in just one in general car?
I think that's what Roy asked. He said, "What's the most you ever spent on one car?"
Almost $1,000.
Yeah, but that added tremendously to the jackpot.
I hate that I paid that much for that car, but
How much?
it's probably going to
be in the window. Arf, arf.
Okay, stop doing that. That's just weird. But it's just, after that one, I think the most I paid for a car was $500. But it was it's a prototype, and then after that it's like $300, and then after that it's like $60. I've only got maybe 6 or 7 cars that I've paid more than a couple $100 for.
Yeah,
and they're just. But then again, the ones that I've spent the most money on were one-of-a-kind prototypes, super hard to find. No one's ever seen another one before that one or since that one. I mean, they're not bone shakers. They're not gassers. They're very hard to get. You can go on some of these auction pages and I watched it was a play set the other night that I would like to have in my collection, and it sold for $220. Now, is it worth $220? I don't know, probably. Did I feel like spending $200? No. Is it the first one I've ever seen come for sale? Yes. Will it be the last one? Probably not. You just watch what you spend your money on. If you do decide to go backwards in the Hot Wheels industry, and stop chasing supers and everything that comes out, do your homework. And if you have a question, ask on the page, ask me, ask Kent, ask anybody you can. Information will save you money. I heard a story once where there was a guy that had a really expensive book. It was just a book about red lines, and they were going to sell it for really cheap, and because he didn't want it anymore or didn't need it or got it from somebody and he didn't collect it or whatever. And he was told by someone else that, hey, you might want to look that book up. It's worth a lot more than you think it is. And you can probably make a little bit more money on it. And so that person looked it up, and he ended up selling it for quite a lot more. And he tried to thank the individual, and there was no need for payment. We do this because we love the hobby. If anybody ever has a question, call me. Send me a message. If you need me to look something up, help each other out. Supers equal overpriced mainlines. Amen, Brian. 300. Man, whooping my ass. Whew. Yeah, just use each other to make this hobby continue to be what you originally wanted it to be.
All right. So, one of the things that Mike talked about in his video was that the prices on eBay are just way out of control. Well, part of it is because, everybody's forced to do stuff online. We can't get together. Some of it is because people have an unlimited amount of time right now to kind of surf eBay and whatnot. Some of it is they got extra cash to blow, so they're doing it. And, and some people just don't know what something's worth. And that kind of gets back into what Brent was talking about using the club as a network to reach out and resource and find out what, somebody's willing to pay for. I know Reagan did that with Brent and I at regionals, and he came out on top. He got a great deal. He got some really cool pieces that he got to add to his collection. And, somebody helped him out a lot. And everybody was really grateful for it. The other, that just doesn't go for eBay. It's the same thing on the auction sites. Same thing on shows too. Look around. It's harder to, look around. That's what I really want to say, because somebody might have it on their table for $5 and somebody might have it on their table for 10. And you never know what's going to happen. I mean, that's a great point. I know it happened to me. I was looking for a 62 Bel Air bubble top. I chased it from Dallas to LA, then back to Chicago. I should have bought it in Dallas for, I think I had a chance to get it for $3. I ended up buying it for like $5 when it was all said and done, but I chased it for a year and a half when I didn't need to. And I just been patient. It is what came up. Kyler says we need more premium castings or main lines into premiums. I think that's why we chase these supers. I'm a younger dude and I love those types of cars. I found my first one the other day for $1 and I was ready to shoot 30. Well, that's great that you found it. Kyler, it's really great that you were able to find that super for $1. And honestly, that's where trading comes in. You find something, somebody else finds something, you trade. Hell, that's how Brent and I got to where we are today. I mean, that's literally how we met.
Yep.
I mean,
I had a box of stuff that he wanted, and he had stuff that I wanted, and we sat there and we spent 20 minutes trading cars back and forth.
Yep.
And then it was like we just started talking, and that was what, almost 3-4 years ago.
I think we met in the first Lincoln show that I did. So that's been spring of 17, I think.
Okay.
So, and that's the thing. You just meet people that you click with. 8 Crate Canada convention in person. No, I have not, but I'm sure those guys in Baltimore may have seen it or know somebody who has seen it. Yeah, that happens a lot, Kyler. I got trapped in his house once for about 3 or 4 hours too, and it's pretty nice. Just the whole. If you haven't seen Mike's video, it's on the page. I highly recommend you watch it. It's only about a 5-6 minute video, but he talks a lot of truth. So get a chance to check it out.
No late night text messages.
No late night text messages. No 3 a.m. Facebook Messenger calls. Yeah, where
you're supposed to put your phone on silent and set it on the floor so it won't vibrate every time that the damn thing goes off for 3 days.
Yeah, Roy, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I didn't see him all. I'm that way at Roy's house. Yeah, we all are that way at Roy's house. Those of us
to go to
Ooh, look what I did, Dave. Look what I did. Oh, sorry. You're evil twins.
I kicked the box underneath my pool table, and there's all sorts of stuff. I got lowriders and.
Any Fast and Furious cars down there?
I seen some the other day, but I'm not gonna lie, I moved them, and I don't know where the hell I moved them to.
They're here. All right.
Hey, look, I got twins.
Nice. All right. So as far as t-shirts go, we have a design that's being sent out to be put onto a t-shirt to see what it looks like. We just have not heard back from that. The goal is to have those by October.
Earlier than that.
Yes, really, really before October. So we will get there and have that for y'all. The design's really awesome. We think y'all will love it. It is true to what we are and what we have come up together. I think if you really thought about it, you would know what the design is. So with that, that's all the more I'm going to tease on that. Don't forget Walker Zarnock 2020. Put it on your ballot. And that's really all I got. We'll take some questions now from anybody if they've got any. That's such a loaded question. I'm in so much trouble. And I might escape without so much. We love the fact that there's people getting together and becoming closer friends through collecting and whatnot. I mean, I can't imagine not doing this without y'all. You guys have been awesome through this first year, and I think we are on the right track to hopefully move forward. I know we talked about you.
What, do you need this one?
I don't think I have that one.
It's not up to
I know
your case. She's a rough. I just found this one.
I don't know. I don't eat eggs, Roy, but I do eat chicken. So, oh yeah, I've seen that box.
No, this is not that box. I just found this one underneath the pool table.
Oh,
I don't know what's in this box.
I got some pizza coming to me and a puppy. Oh. Robin says hi. She'll wave her hand. And the puppy's ready to take dinner. Oh, that's that way. Thank you, baby.
This is just a random box of stuff. I don't know where it came from.
Are you gonna stay down here?
Yeah, she probably will because there's food.
Yeah, that dog ain't leaving. There's food.
Yeah, Kyler, go ahead. Roy says hi. Roy, she says hi back, Roy. Go for it. Oh, she says hi to you too, Aaron. Go for it, Kyler. Bring your dioramas. Post some pictures of it. We'd love to see them.
I think I might even put you to work in the future. I'm gonna need some help building a truck stop.
Yeah, you need.
I got a few semi trucks that are gonna need a new home, and I have about as much artistic value in me as a broken pencil. So, Brent, I have a problem when I open. Yeah, and I'm not even at my house. I'm in my old place, and I just keep finding shit. It's like, really, I thought I had them all out of here, but apparently I don't. So, yeah, you should see my basement. Let's see, Brent's looking through the Halloween weekends making a missy face. No. Well, hopefully he's making it that you and Roy did it, Dave. Hopefully now they're not coming in my direction.
No.
Any
tow trucks.
I have tow trucks.
He has lots of tow.
I have lots of things, but I just don't sell anything of my personal collection, at least not yet. It might be coming sooner or later, but as of right now, I don't really sell much of my personal collection. I might sell an extra or two out of my personal collection, but my personal collection is pretty much my personal collection. Ken has seen about this much of my personal collection. My own brother has probably seen about this much of my personal collection, and it goes to about, let's see, how's the biggest I can get my fingers in here? My collection is about this big. And my brother's only seen about this much of it. So yeah, I have a lot of things that honestly that I forgot that I even owned. So I want to say, no, Roy. You keep wanting to sell things, but you just keep acquiring things. I wish I had that kind of luck.
Yeah, I mean, he just finds all sorts of good stuff.
Sometimes they find him.
Yeah. That's more true than anything else.
Mm-hmm. But then again, I guess when you're in Hall of Fame, got that nice shiny ring on.
Yeah. The golden flowing locks.
In the box. There might be, but
yeah,
like I said, I don't know. There might be one down there. I don't know.
I mean, I just met him.
Well, Brian, I would rather not sell it. I'd rather trade it to you if you got, but I'm still waiting on that now. So that's what, today's Thursday. So that's been 4 days now. I'm waiting to see what you got for trades, but you ain't found nothing yet. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to set a price and go over there. But no ring. They didn't give you a ring, Roy? Dang.
I think
it's messed up.
Hall of Fame does a ring or something. I don't know. We've got a ways to go yet.
We should make Roy a ring. just a big old star on it.
Yeah.
Look like the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That was still so funny. I gotta post that again.
Yeah, it's on. I think I have it on this.
I have it in my text messages, so we
might have to just post that. The pose. He said nope.
Oh yeah. No, I think I just want to say that you guys have been awesome. We've loved having you everybody come out, and we want more people to come out. And definitely, if you know somebody that collects, tell them to come on out. Like I said, we'll be at Aaron's for trade day on the 9th. We'll be up at Don's on the 16th. And the 23rd will be somewhere. We just don't know yet where that somewhere will be at. So hopefully we get an answer here by the end of the weekend. But I will do that for sure. All right. Any questions? Any comments? Any concerns? Yes, we will definitely. At least I'll be up there on the 16th. I don't know if Brent's going to make it or not, but
I might be out of town camping. I haven't decided yet. I got to check the dates. I might have the dates wrong. I'll find that out tomorrow night and hopefully be able to go. But I would fly. I was get tired of 10 minutes. You can fly for 10 minutes, man. I don't think I can get. I don't think I can get my big ass off the ground.
Yeah, I couldn't do it anymore either. So. All right, so if we don't have anything else, we will see you all later. And just keep an eye on the page. We'll have more announcements to come. And nothing but peace and love. And y'all see you later. Yeah, Roy with his dad joke. All right, good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.